Hey everyone, this is Europe Truck Driver, and welcome to another video from Germany. Today, we're not just going to drive around, we're going to take a good look at what we're passing by. Have you ever been to Mainz? Let me know in the comments, because this historic city is going to surprise us, believe me. As drivers, we often move through here, and even though we only see highways and bypasses, it's nice to know where we are. Mainz is a city that's more than 2,000 years old. It was founded by the Romans as a military camp called Mogontiacum, which is why even today you can find remnants like the ruins of a Roman aqueduct. These massive columns, known as the Römersteine, once brought water to the Roman fortress. It's a beautiful reminder of the deep history we have here. Mainz in Rhineland-Palatinate, the heart of wine culture. Mainz is the capital of the federal state of Rhineland-Palatinate, Rhineland-Pfalz. This state is an economic powerhouse thanks to its strategic location on the Rhine River, which is a key transportation artery. It's a region that dominates the chemical and pharmaceutical industries, home to a global giant like BASF, for example, but viticulture also plays an absolutely crucial role. More than 70% of German wine comes from here, making Rhineland-Palatinate the largest wine region in Germany. Culturally, it's a region full of contrasts, from ancient Roman and Celtic monuments to medieval castles. The entire area along the Rhine is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. You can follow the famous German wine route, Deutsche Weinstrasse, and admire hundreds of castles and ruins that tower over the river. Interesting places in Mainz. Mainz is full of historical gems that deserve attention. You definitely can't miss the Mainz Cathedral, or the Cathedral of St. Martin. This majestic Romanesque building made of red sandstone has stood here since 975 and is one of the imperial cathedrals. Admission is free. In the square in front of the cathedral, lively markets are held, which are great for tasting local delicacies. Another icon is the Church of St. Stephen, a Gothic church famous for its modern, vibrantly blue stained glass windows designed and created by the celebrated artist Marc Chagall. They are his only stained glass works in Germany and create an absolutely magical atmosphere. Admission to the church is free. For those who love history, there's the Old Town with its picturesque half-timbered houses, the most famous of which is in the Kirchgarten Square. It's an ideal place for a walk. History breathes on every corner, like at the Roman Theater, whose remains are still visible today. Overlooking the city is the massive Citadel, a 17th century fortress that stands on the site of a former Roman stronghold. The Citadel grounds are freely accessible. Museums and culture. Mainz is also a university and museum city. At the Gutenberg Museum, dedicated to the father of printing, you can see 2 of the 49 surviving original Gutenberg Bibles and participate in a printing demonstration on a replica of his press. In the Electoral Palace is the Roman Germanic Central Museum, which focuses on archaeology. The State Museum is also one of the oldest in Germany and has collections ranging from prehistory to modern art. And let's not forget the very heart of modern Mainz, Johannes Gutenberg University, with more than 30,000 students, which gives the city a young and vibrant energy. Culinary experiences in Mainz. For those of you who like to enjoy a good meal after a long journey, I also have a few tips. Mainz is in the heart of the wine region, so there are a lot of traditional wine taverns, or Weinstuben. You should definitely try Spoondekas. That's a creamy cheese spread with paprika. Or the traditional Hanka's MIT music, which is pickled cheese served with onions, vinegar, and caraway, famous for its music. And if you're hungry, get a Weck, Wurst und Woi, a local sandwich with sausage served with wine. Tips for excursions in the area. And if you ever have a day off and want to explore the surroundings, here are the best tips you shouldn't miss. Wiesbaden, right across the Rhine, lies the elegant spa town. Even in Roman times, it was known for its hot springs, and in the 19th century, it became one of Europe's most magnificent spa and casino towns. Admission to the public areas of the Kurhaus building is free. Take a ride on the unique Narrowbergbahn funicular, which is powered solely by water ballast, up to Narrowberg Hill. From there, you get an amazing view of the whole city and the Rhine. A ticket costs around €5. Römersteine am Rhein. If you prefer nature and wine, you are in the heart of the Rheingau region, which is famous for its Riesling wines. In Römersteine, walk down the famous narrow street Drosselgasse, which is full of wine taverns. Above the town towers the massive Niederwalddenkmal monument, built to celebrate the unification of Germany. You can get there by the romantic Seilbahn cable car, which offers breathtaking views of the Rhine and the vineyards. A round-trip ticket costs around 12 euros. Frankfurt am Main. A short distance away is bustling Frankfurt, the financial heart of Europe. Walk through the reconstructed historic square Römerberg with its typical houses and city hall, which is free. For a breathtaking 360-degree view of the skyscraper skyline, climb the observation deck of the main tower. Admission is around 9 euros. You can also visit the Goethe House, the birthplace of Germany's most famous writer. Speyer. Another historical jewel is located not far from Mainz. The local cathedral, Speyer Dom, is one of the largest and most significant Romanesque buildings in the world and is a UNESCO site. Admission to the cathedral itself is free, but there is a fee to enter the massive crypt and climb the tower for a view. Speyer is also home to the famous Technology Museum, where you can see old planes, a giant Soyuz spacecraft, and even a U-boat, which you can explore inside. Expect an entrance fee of around 16 euros. Walks and hills. Even though there are no major mountains here, there are a few places with beautiful views. You can go for a hike on the Kleiner Mainzer Hohenweg, a circular trail around the city that is over 30 kilometers long. It leads through picturesque hills like Laubenheimer Höhe and offers panoramic views of the vineyards and the Rhineland. Practical tips for drivers. Enough history, let's get back to business. Today we're mainly moving on the highways, and these two are crucial for us. We have the A60 highway, which is often called the Mainz Ring or Mainzer Ring. This highway circles the city and connects us with other important routes. And then there's the A63 highway, which takes us south. These highways are modern, but as you can see, especially on the ring road, traffic can get quite heavy during the morning and afternoon rush hours. In the city itself, you need to be careful. Narrow streets, lots of cyclists, so patience and attention are the order of the day. Parking in Mainz. For visiting the city center, it's best to use paid parking garages. Prices are very dependent on the length of parking, but generally, expect prices around €1.50 to €2 per hour. Among the most well-known are Rheinufer Garage by the river, Parkhaus am Brand in the center, and Parkhaus Schillerplatz by the theater. They have height restrictions, usually around 2 meters. If you need longer-term parking, it pays to use P+R, Park and Ride, lots on the outskirts of the city, from where you can easily reach the center by public transport. For truck drivers, Mainz and its surroundings have strict rules for truck entry. Since February 2013, the city itself, and Wiesbaden, has an environmental zone where only vehicles with a green environmental sticker can enter. For drivers who need to rest, there are several truck stops and rest areas around Mainz. For example, Agip on the B9, or Man Truck and Bus Service Mainz. Look for them on TruckFly or other specialized apps. Parking prices in the area. Wiesbaden, the city offers various rates, from short-term to monthly. For example, in the Hauptbahnhof Vorplatz P1 parking lot, the price is around €3 per hour or €6 for the day. Frankfurt. Prices vary by zone. At the airport, you can find long-term parking from €68 per week. In the city center, prices are higher, but you can try P+R parking where the price is significantly lower, around €1 per day, and you can get to the center by metro. Speyer. Parking here is relatively cheap. At the Technology Museum, parking lot P8, and at the Festival Grounds P7, you'll only pay €2 for the day. In the city center, prices are around €1 to €2 per hour, with a daily ticket often costing between €7 and €10. Römersteine parking is a paid service here. You can use the parking lot by the river, where prices are around €1.50 per hour. For buses, there is a designated parking lot P6 Aufdelach, where the first 2 hours cost €5. So we've arrived. Today's drive wasn't just about kilometers, but also about the fact that one can broaden their horizons and learn something new. Mainz is a clear example of that. It's a historical center, a wine region, and at the same time an important logistics hub. I hope you liked the video and that you learned something new about this beautiful part of Germany. If you like videos like this, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Europe Truck Driver channel so you don't miss any more drives. Let me know in the comments if you've been to Mainz and what you found most interesting there. And may the wheels keep turning. Cheers.